We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Hello. Welcome to Shaky Hands Heart with Fralins and Friends. I'm Glenda, by the way. Okay. I'm going to do another painting for our little series here. And decided to try and take on a house and decorate it. But it's going to have to be a little tall and skinny because all of the other paintings are vertical. This is going to be fun. Depends on how I draw it, of course, but... As we decorate this little cottage for Christmas, I'm going to talk a little bit about the history of decorating a house for Christmas. I was amazed at what I learned. It started off as a Roman holiday 2,500 years ago, celebrating gifts to a goddess called Saturn something, Saturnia or something like that. And then it didn't really become associated as a Christian holiday until, if I understood right, until Martin Luther, when he was in Germany during the Reformation, they started putting lights, candlelight. They started, decorating trees and stuff with candlelight. And it's over the years, it did continue for a while as a pretty much a Christian holiday for a lot of people. And then in the 1920s, early 1900s and 1920s, it became a big deal to put lights on your house. And of course, they were much more, they weren't nearly as as good as the lights we have today, but it was. But the thing is, then they went through the Depression. During the Depression, it became a thing to put blue lights, to decorate with blue lights, because blue kind of symbolized their mood and the sadness of being poor. I would have probably done it differently and tried to fine. But, everybody was in kind of a dark mood at the time, or poor at the time. So that held on for a while. Then, 1950s, and it started becoming more commercial. It was being taken on by a lot of Christian faiths as a part of the giving of gifts to celebrate the fact that Christ was a gift, but also the fact that the gifts that the wise men gave to Jesus. But it became more and more commercial. And then it got into the point where cities were holding contests for the best lit house. And I do remember that because we were we went up to my cousins in Nebraska City one time, and it was Christmas season. And my aunt and uncle took us around town and showed us the beautifully lit houses that they were all contestants in this contest. Contestants in a contest. Okay, yeah. They were all part of. And they were just amazing. And I think a lot of towns and cities did do that for a few decades. And then it just kind of became, I mean, people still, I think to this day, try to outdo each other, or at least try to get to, have as many decorations as somebody else in some places. But in rural areas, it was becoming just a way to celebrate, I think. I would have thought rural places would have been more like the place to celebrate. But I live in the Bible Belt, so what? And in suburbia, it was like a way to unify. It was a celebration of being united as a community. So it's so interesting. If you get a chance, go and I didn't get all the way through it. Go in and just check out the history of decorating for Christmas. And I hope you are enjoying I'm just getting started as I look at this. I'm just getting started on decorating this house. But I hope you enjoy the fun that we're having. it is time to show off another family ornament. And this one is a whole different story. We had two aunts. They were they were big great aunts. They were my grandma's sisters. Now both, I guess, had dated when they were younger, but they were just too independent and happy with what they were doing that they never decided to marry. They just decided to share a house and share art after Grandma Wheat died. And they came to, I think, everybody's Christmases. They just loved to go to family Christmases. And of course, each part of the family thought, well, we own Aunt Helen and Aunt Elsie. Well, no, the gkfralins had some claim to them, and it was just very fun. But when my kids were little, one year, they decided to make these. They make those little frames with the pictures, and on the other side, you had to look at yourself. But no, I thought it was really cool. They put a mirror on one side. This is our oldest daughter when she was younger. She was always beautiful and cute. Well, what's the verdict? Is that a Christmas house? Snow's blowing. The snowman is still standing. Everybody's staying all snug inside. So, we'll hang this up with our with that series when it's dry tomorrow. Thank you everybody for watching. I apologize for the spots where either I forgot to click the button to turn it on record, or it ran out of battery, which it did once run out of battery, but sometimes it's not a whole lot. I kind of think it's cute after I got done with it. Yep, it's a Christmas house. And the rest of the year it's a nice little cottage. Okay. I love all of you. Mwah. Smile and wave, and that's yours. Go share it. And I will see you tomorrow. Good night.
Out here, good tidings.